This is a really cool video. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be drooling. So at the very beginning, little disclaimer, make sure you got newspaper down and a bib. So for you droolers, you don't get nothing on you. And for the newspaper, this is for when you poop kittens. I had the first collection come through the door yesterday here at the shop, and it was 100% Silver Age. This had been made, a box was made out of wood and was nailed shut. It was about as long, a little longer than a long box, maybe about that much more. And it was nailed shut by this gentleman's father and put in his closet. So it's been an AC. Even though there was no boards on any of the books, they were all bagged. And every book was just, it seemed it was just fire after fire after fire. So what I'm going to do is it's just too many to show you all of them, because the video would be like 2 hours long. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of the highlights. So without further ado, we're going to start off with just a couple of the books. I have rebagged and board most of these because the bags were really yellow. But it didn't really take its toll on the books too much. So here's a Fantastic Four Annual number 2. And the grade on that one, probably in the 5, 6 range. Here's a Fantastic Four King Size Special number 6, First Annihilus. I put this book at about an 8. And next, we have there was a full run of Daredevil, 1 through like 88. And I just pulled out a couple. Here's number 7. And this is actually really high grade. Generally, when I see these, they're really beat up. And this, of course, is the first appearance of the red costume. And, you know, this book was hot for a while, and then it just died out. And it's understandable, but I love the story. And I think the character is just, like, really silly. This is number 8, which is the first appearance of Stiltman, and really good high grade, probably a 7.5 or an 8. And then I got one pence cover. This is the 9 pence of Fantastic Four number 12. And believe it or not, this book sells for more than its American counterpart. And it's decent grade, 7.5. And since I got all of these yesterday, none of these have been pressed or cleaned. So keep that in mind. The next we have Fantastic Four number 13. This book has been hot of late. It's a great book. Then another one that's been hot, number 19, Rama Tut. Of course, you know, with the Kang. Also in pretty high grade. And then, of course, one of everybody's favorite iconic covers is number 25. Another beautiful book. And then out of the loose books, I just pulled this one because it was in pretty good shape. But it's just an Iron Man number 9. Hulk versus Iron Man. I just like the cover. Very iconic. Probably the cheapest out of all of them as far as monetary value goes. Okay, now we're going to get into the bangers. There was, believe this or not, out of the 250 to 300 books that were in this collection, there was only one Amazing Spider-Man. But it was a number 3, the first appearance of Doc Ock. So there might have been only one, but that one was a banger. And next, I got these in no particular order. A nice high grade copy of probably the most sought after Silver Age book right now on the planet. The first appearance of Galactus and Silver Surfer, number 48. So this is an absolutely beautiful specimen of this book. And then next, well, actually, you know what? Because that's like the meat and potatoes right there. So we're gonna. I'm cheating. Sorry. Here's a beautiful book in high grade, Silver Surfer number 3, the first appearance of Mephisto. This is probably an 885. White pages, white back. Beautiful book. And then next, we have Silver Surfer number 1, nice high grade, 775. And then probably, without exaggeration, this is probably the nicest copy of this book that I have myself have ever seen. I graded this at a 9.0, but I think it's going to be higher than that, probably a 9, between a 9.2 and a 9.4. Beautiful white back on this. I know you can't see that. White pages, beautiful spine, perfectly square, nice fold. This is Silver Surfer number 4, the very iconic Thor cover. This is also low distribution. This is a very hard book to get in high grade. This one is extremely high grade. This one, guys, might go in the PC. And then next, I promise you guys the next 4 are absolute bangers. This one is pretty cool. This is Journey into Mystery 88, which is the second Loki. Not too bad. This was actually the first book, or the third book I saw on the stack that the customer put on the counter that was outside of the wooden box, because I actually removed the nail top like a coffin. This was actually the third book on the pile. This is Iron Man number 1. Beautiful. Not high grade, but probably a good 7. Beautiful book. Then next, this book, even in a 2.5, is just gotten to be way out of hand. It's low distribution. There is not a lot of these. They did not make a lot of these. And usually when you see this book, it's got Marvel chipping all on the outside corner. I mean, all on the outside edge. But this one is intact. It does have a little bit of a rough spine, but the staples are attached. It doesn't have a spine split where it's ripped. It's just got some, some regular spine wear. Yeah, I know I'm rambling on, but I was so excited to see this book. And this was the second book in the wooden box. This was the second box. The second book, sorry. Fantastic Four, number 5. First appearance and origin of Dr. Doom. Absolutely banger right here, guys. Banger. This is only the third copy. I'm sorry, this is the second copy that I've ever owned. And I've been doing this for 40 years, since I was 11. I've seen quite a few of them, but I've only owned 2 of these in my lifetime. This is number 2. And second to the last, we got one after this. I have one of these for a customer, and it's got a really bad stain. It was a CGC graded 2.5. If that's a 2.5, that one, this is probably a 6. Daredevil number 1. Attached. off-white to white pages. Beautiful book. White back. And last but not least, a book that has just gone crazy. And it's going to continue to go crazy. All Marvel keys are nuts right now. Everybody knows that. You know what? This book doesn't even need any introduction. And I'm not even going to tell you what it is. So that's just just a couple of the books that was in this collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and this was the first collection that has come into the store. I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see you again real soon. But as of right now, this is Big John, and I'm out.